Okay, good morning, good night, wherever you are. This is A-Jade Vinici Emery with my main man, Jeremy Thomas. Jeremy, what's up, man?
Yo, what's up, y'all? What's up,
Jeremy?
bro? Life's living good, bro.
Nothing.
Yep, I'm here.
It's
I'm
all
here.
crack-a-lacking.
What's up, bro?
Yep, it's all crack-a-lacking.
Crack-a-lacking?
We're on
I
air.
never heard that before.
Yeah, and today, well, it's a new slang term that the kids are using. You gotta be down with the lingo. So today, this is E-Click, and we're reviewing TLC 2014. And they kicked off this show with Dolph Ziggler versus Luke Harper. And this was a pretty good match, pretty back and forth. We had Dolph Ziggler stating before this match this would be his best damn match of his career. We had him slugging it out with Luke Harper. It attempted power bombs here and there, but Harper would always come up short. Harper would fling Ziggler into a ladder. And there was one point where Dolph was perched up on the top row, and he shoved the ladder in Harper's face. There was another point in the match where Harper sandwiched Dolph with a ladder on top of him, then slingshot him on the bottom rope, and that caused Dolph to get a little color in his face. He kind of got a cut over his nose and under his eye. Yeah, it's just a little battle scar. And at this point, Harper is reaching for the belt. The doctor is checking on Dolph Ziggler. Dolph sees Harper climb the ladder. Dolph rushes back into the ring, and he is able to get Harper off the ladder. 5 minutes later, Dolph and Harper are both climbing one ladder each. Dolph is climbing the ladder directly below the title belt, and Harper is set up a ladder right next to Dolph, and the ending sequence is so great. Dolph super kicks Harper in the face, and Harper falls, allowing Dolph to grab the Intercontinental belt. And for the 4th time in his career, Dolph Ziggler is the Intercontinental Champion. So, Jeremy, what did you think of this match?
Okay, to be honest, I didn't really catch this match until the end because I had to take a nap. You know, I was tired, and I kind of woke up a little late to only see the end of the match where Dolph Ziggler was raising up the title, so I didn't really get to see the full entire match.
Okay, fair enough. Okay. Oh yeah, the next match after that, we had a promo by Seth Rollins with Byron Saxton, and it just basically said, Byron asked, okay, if you win tonight, John Cena will no longer be #1 contender. And, oh, no, so you'll no longer be #1 contender. Then Seth cut him off and said, if I win, Byron, buddy, when I win, John Cena will no longer be #1 contender. And then we skip to the next match, which is the Usos versus Damien Mizdow and The Miz. And this match wasn't really that appealing to me. The main thing I was focused on in this match was Damien Mizdow. There was a spot where the Usos tried to double suplex Miz, and Damien Mizdow does like a handstand onto the apron. He's holding himself up like the Usos are holding up the Miz. The moment the Usos drop the Miz, Damien drops on his back, Yep. And yeah, and there was scenes like where Miz would get rolled up, Damian would act like he's getting rolled up too, and Michael Cole's on commentary pointing out, why is he doing everything the Miz is? He should be breaking up the pinfalls. And mostly that's the most noble thing of this match. The match ends in a DQ after Miz hits Jay in the face with Damian's slammy. So, Jeremy, what did you think of this match?
Man, this match was very entertaining. I did a lot of laughing at Damian Mizdow, especially that part where the one you just talked about when the Usos had Miz in a suplex position. He was on the apron, in position, and then he was standing there the whole time until they dropped the Miz on his back, and then that's where he dropped. Him doing everything the Miz is doing and not even getting into the ring and breaking up the pinfalls. Instead he just lay down on the apron like he's being pinned. That's just like it's entertaining, but at the same time, I think he should be helping the Miz. And then every time they would throw Miz outside the ring, he would throw himself over the ring, just like they did in the match. And then they ran over there. They ran and dived outside the ring on the Miz. And Mizdow, he didn't really get attacked. He just laid down with the Miz right next to him. And then when Miz got tired of all the little handicap thing, because that's the way I saw it, as a handicap match with someone copying the Miz. Miz just got tired of that, so he figured he'll DQ himself and wait until next time where hopefully things will be better. And yeah, that's the way I felt about the match.
Okay, yeah. Solid match. The feud is not over yet. Usos and Miz and Mizdow will continue to feud for the next couple of weeks as we speak. And the next match was the Steel Stairs match with Big Show taking on Big Red Eric Rowan. Oh man, I was expecting a brawl. And I'm not gonna lie, a little disappointed with the match, just a little bit, and majorly disappointed with the outcome, but let's go over the match a little bit. First, we have Eric Rowan and Big Show slugging it out. First, we have Big Show. No. Eric Rowan hitting Big Show in the head with steel steps. Then this spills out of the ring, and Big Show grabs one of the steel steps and places it on the announce table of JBL, Michael Cole, and the King. And Michael Cole and JBL are freaking out like, hey, what are you doing, man? And he even asked JBL, could you lift this up? And JBL said, no, I couldn't lift that up when I was champion, when I was in better shape. And soon after that, the most notable things in this match was... Oh, no. After that, Big Show speared Eric Rowan through these two set-up steel steps. He speared him, and that was a hard tackle. And next thing, in the second notable spot in this match was Eric Rowan lifting up Big Show and slamming him on the steel steps. After that, Eric Rowan would take one of the steel steps, try to go up to the top rope and dive on top of the Big Show, which Big Show gets out of the way, but a little side of the steps hit him. And Eric Rowan sold this great. It was supposed to be like the steel steps that he had in his hand, like rebounded and hit him in the face. Eric Rowan slides. He flips out the ring, hurt. And a few minutes later, Big Show wins with the knockout punch to the back of the head. I was like, oh my God, why did Big Show have to win this match? Why are they doing this to Eric Rowan? I want to get behind Eric Rowan. I like Eric Rowan. Just me chanting his name sounds manly. Rowan. Oh, I'm babbling. Sorry, Jeremy. What did you think of this match?
Oh, bro, man. When they put that Steel Stairs match into play, ridiculous. Man, yeah, I thought it was ridiculous. I thought it was no sense in making no stairs match, you know. And I thought they just wanted to make it rhyme with chairs, you know, tables, ladders, chairs, and stairs. You know, I thought they were trying to make a rap out of the thing. I thought it was just a big joke. But when we went into this match, Big Show and Eric Rowan, bro, did I get impressed. I mean, these guys actually took each other to the limit with these stairs. And, you know, Big Show, you know, him being a stairs master, he was taking Eric Rowan to the limit. He was hitting Eric Rowan with the stairs. Eric Rowan came back. He started hitting Big Show with the stairs. Then they get outside the ring and go over to the announcement table. JBL, he's tripping and all, getting scared. And then they head over to the stage and they set up these big pile of stairs. And then all of a sudden, Big Show from out of nowhere, I didn't even see it coming. He spears Eric Rowan through it, and bro, I thought Eric Rowan was out. I thought they had to call the ambulance down there. But then Big Show, he's just getting hyped up every second that goes by because this is his match actually that's going by. And then they get into the ring, and Big Show, he doesn't waste any time. He wants to get this all over with, so he tries to KO Eric Rowan. Doesn't want to give up. He doesn't want to go down forever. So he comes back on the Big Show with 5 times the pressure. And what I mean by 5 times the pressure is the part where he tried to actually kill the Big Show when he got up on the top rope with that big stair and tried to smite him to death. But then I said, oh, thank goodness Big Show moved out of the way. And then he Big Show punches Eric Rowan in the back of the head and ending the match with the victory. First ever stairs match winner. That's why I feel about the match. I think it was pretty good. Way, way better than I expected.
Yeah, but oh yeah, let me touch on something. If Big Show was a stair master, I think he would have been slimmer. Get it? The stair master, where they do the exercises, yeah. Well, I think Eric Rowan should have got the win here, but that's just me being a personal fan of this new guy, this big man. So, ready to move on?
Oh, wait, I have one more comment about this. I was really expecting to see, like, as many times Big Show has done this, I was really expecting to see this match end with the choke slam on the stairs, but it didn't happen. It didn't happen no time in the match, you know. None of these guys really did anything on each other, you know, that would land on the stairs, you know. No time in the match that they do that, you know. And, you know, these big men, they should have done more destruction. Like, at the same time, this match was way better than I expected, but in the end, as good as it was, it wasn't as much damage done in the ring and outside the ring as, you know, everyone expected it to be when the match started getting like out of hand and into destruction mode. You know, that's what I wanted to say.
Oh, right. Next, we had the first of 2 main events tonight. We had Seth Rollins versus the man who runs the place. Wait a minute, let me do this again. We had the future of the WWE, Seth Rollins versus the man who runs the place, John Cena, in a tables match. Now,
right on.
Now, this match, this was a pretty good match. I would have to say this was a pretty good match. It started off with Cena and Rollins talking trash to each other. Then they go into exchanging blows. Then we have J&J Security coming to save Rollins every time Cena would go to slam Seth through a table. And there was a little tug of war between Cena and J&J Security, where Cena just let go of the table and J&J Security just fell back. And Cena tries once again to slam Rollins through a table, but J&J Security interferes. Now, this is a part where John Cena gets that aggressive streak and says, you know what, forget this, I'm coming after you too if you keep interfering. He chases Noble and Mercury up to the ramp and starts just pounding the crap out of them for a little bit. Then he grabs a steel guardrail and basically bashes the face. Well, it didn't make contact, but he hits Mercury and Noble in the face with a guardrail, and he also hits Rollins with the guardrail. Now, a little bit, he drags Seth back into the ring. I forgot what happens. The referee gets knocked down. Cena AA's Rollins through a table. And you can hear Michael Cole on commentary saying, "Yep, that's it. That's it. This match should be over." Then, I don't know where J&J security attacks Cena. Pulling him off Rollins. Picking Rollins up. Getting rid of the scraps from the table. Oh. Yeah, getting rid of the scraps from the table. Then all of a sudden, we have Seth Rollins back in control. This leads to Seth Rollins in position a table to the far corner of the ring. And he places John Cena's face onto the table. He goes up to the top rope, tries to deliver a curb stomp. Cena cuts him off, and oh no, that's what happened to the first table. Oh, my bad. Yeah. Oh yeah, Seth cuts him off. Cena and Rollins battle onto the outside where there are two tables already set up. And they just swing at each other. A melee ensues, and both men fall through two of the tables. Referee Mike Chioda calls for the bell. And we don't know who wins at this moment in time. Another referee comes down. We have Mike Chioda declaring Cena the winner, and we have the other referee declaring Seth Rollins the winner. The match gets restarted. Cena gets on Seth Rollins. He is starting to pound Seth Rollins. He tries to AA Seth Rollins through the announce table of Jerry the King Lawler, Michael Cole, and JBL. The table doesn't break, obviously, and J&J Security starts attacking John Cena. John Cena exposes Mercury and Nitro. Back in the ring, we see Cena going to set up a table. Then, out of nowhere, off his match with Big Red Eric Rowan, here comes the Big Show. And he just starts pounding Cena, gut shots, and haymakers to the back. And out of nowhere, we hear the return of who?
Roman Reigns.
Yes, Roman Reigns. He came to Cleveland to make it rain in that bitch. Yes, coming down to the old theme music. He even has new gear. We have Big Show just tossing Cena to the side and has his focus now on Roman Reigns. Roman comes to the ring. Big Show comes to run at Roman. Roman hits him with a Superman punch. Then this doesn't drop Big Show, but it dazes him enough to hit him with a spear through the table. Rollins comes in with the Money in the Bank briefcase trying to bash Roman in the head. Roman sees it coming, gets another Superman punch, and this stuns Rollins long enough for John Cena to hit him with an AA through the table. And we have Cena victorious, and now he will face Brock Lesnar. As he celebrates his victory, he looks straight in the eyes of Paul Heyman, who has been witnessing this match at ringside. And Paul is just a little bit of stress and not caring. And we just see Roman Reigns making his way up to the ramp. So, Jeremy, I babbled enough. Let's get your thoughts on this match and what you liked about it.
Okay, first I got to start off by saying already that this was my second favorite tables match, and before I get into it, I'd like to say my first tables, my favorite tables match ever is Raw Roulette 2010's table match with Randy Orton and John Cena. That just exploded out of all kinds of action. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, this match, I found it interesting, from the start. It being a tables match and all. I was asking myself, how is Seth Rollins? He doesn't even lift that much. But anyway, this match.
You'll be surprised.
Yeah, I'll be surprised when I see it happens. Yeah, these two are back and forth like a regular match. And nothing really caught my attention that much until that one part came up. Like, I was watching the match all the way through, paid good attention to it, but nothing really caught my attention until that one part where they both went through those two tables off the apron. They were badly hurt already, and then they got back into the ring, surprisingly standing on their own 2 feet. Then one of the referees raised up Seth Rollins' hands. The other one raised up John Cena's hand, like they did at Royal Rumble 2005 with the John Cena and Batista accident. And after that, they decided to start the match over with because we couldn't get a clear shot of who went through the table first, because that would make a big difference. And after that, John Cena, he was raising all kinds of holy hell on Seth Rollins. And then that's where Weapon of Mass Destruction, Big Show, came out there. He started tripping, and I forgot why. I'm like, at the time, I forgot why, but, it didn't take me that long to remember about what happened at Survivor Series during the match. And then Big Show and Seth Rollins were kind of working together at the time. They set up a table in the corner. Big Show hit the KO punch on John Cena, and then the most surprising moment, the most shocking moment of the night, the return of the Superman Punch Master, Roman Reigns, throughout the crowd. He comes into the ring, and he doesn't waste no time on using his famous signature Superman Punch on Big Show and spearing the table like nothing, gets the big man and all. And then we see Seth Rollins trying to sneak attack Roman Reigns, like, what do you call that, dead on arrival?
Yeah.
Hit Roman Reigns with the briefcase and knock him out, but Roman Reigns, as quick as he is, he's coming back in ready in destruction action. He Superman punches Seth Rollins, and then Seth Rollins, he's all stunned like La La Land, and then John Cena, he hit the AA on him through the table. He did it pretty quick because he don't want to waste no time. And then he won the match. And now, officially, he'll be facing Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble, first pay-per-view of 2015. And that's going to be a great match. This tables match, it really gave my attention a lot. 4 tables broken. And, that match is really great to me. I liked it a lot. That's my thoughts on that.
Okay, good. And after that, we heard from the man himself, Roman Reigns. And here, interviewed by Renee Young, I believe. And here, he kind of messed up his lines a little bit. There was he slurred his words. But anyway, he just declared himself the first entry in the Royal Rumble of 2015.
Mm-hmm.
And the geeks are mad, but who cares? The next match we have on this list is Nikki Bella versus A-Jade Lee. Now, I'm going to be fair, because I'm not the biggest Nikki Bella fan, but I'll admit she has improved in the ring. She has added more moves in her repertoire. She even pulled out a spine buster tonight on AJ. And I was expecting this match to be better. It was already better than I expected, but it didn't really get that much time. I think it was just like 4 minutes. And the match ended with Brie Bella, who's a heel now for what reason, I don't know. She was just beefing with her sister, but now she's helping her. and that's unexplained. But anyway, Bree sprays some gunk in AJ's eyes, giving Nikki enough time to hit the rack attack and get the 1, 2, 3. So, Jeremy, yeah, what do you think?
Yeah. My thoughts are very short and simple.
Like the match.
I went into this. Yeah, I went into this match not really expecting much. Just watching and kind of laying my head down. Because just a Divas match, and I'm not really too interested. I'm interested, but not really too interested. And watching until that moment happened, where I was like, "What?" Nikki sprayed some stuff in A-Jade's eyes, and then she hit the rack attack on her. 1, 2, 3, and new Divas champion. And that's just all I felt about it. I didn't really have no feeling like shocking feelings because I'm not really that much of a Divas guy. I watch all their matches every week. But I'm not really that much into the Divas action. I like it, but not really.
Let me introduce you to Mercedes Martinez after this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
She can kick ass like the guys.
Oh, really now?
Yes, really. I wouldn't lie to you.
I like to hear that.
Okay, ready to move on?
Yep, ready.
Okay, next we have the Ryback and Kane match. The chairs match. For the battle. Yep, we're going to see who the real chairman is tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And this was a pretty good match. Ryback really impressed me tonight. He's improved so much in the ring. There was a spot where he picked up, after power slamming Kane, he dragged him to one of the corners, and he did a splash off the middle rope. He did 3 splashes off the middle rope onto Kane. And he did a spine buster on 2 chairs. He spine busted Kane onto 2 chairs. And the ending of this match, getting towards the end, he was going for a meat hook clothesline, but Kane threw a chair in his face and stopped the whole thing. And I'm thinking to myself, hey, didn't they get rid of headshots in WWE? But anyway, yep, this ends up with Kane going for a choke slam. Ryback counters, gets him into the cradle, shell shock, and Ryback gets the 1, the 2, the 3. Jeremy, take it away.
Okay, this match, chairs match, it was pretty good.
Brutal.
2 big guys going in it with a steel chair, and every chair shot in that match, man, I could hear it and I could feel it in my bones. Like they were hitting each other like super hard with those chairs. They weren't playing with each other. These guys, they were just going back and forth with those chairs. And Ryback, this isn't the first time he hit those splashes, but I was kind of surprised to see him hitting those, on Kane. Those are some good moves he were doing. He was like trying something new, see if it works, so he could do it from now on. And then Kane, he was doing a lot too, but Ryback, he just like took more of it. Like he got more power than Kane, and he was just like pretty much like doing all chairs. He did spine buster on the chair and all. He was like hitting them like really, really hard with the chair. Just kept on repeatedly hitting them. Those are the things that caught my attention. Those chair shots, bro, that caught my attention more than anything in that match. But eventually Kane, he was almost there. He did a real good job in that match, but in the end, Ryback just overpowered him and ended up doing the meat cleaver on him and ending it with the 1, 2, 3, and everyone singing his famous 3 words: "Feed me more, done." And that's my opinion on that match.
Right. Oops. Oh, I skipped over one match. My mistake, guys. It was before this match, we had the Rusev match against the Real American Jack Swagger.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and this was nothing more than a squash match. It lasted like 5-6 minutes, maybe, at the most. The story that was being told right here, Swagger wanted revenge for what Rusev did to Coulter, Zeb Coulter, off camera. And we saw Swagger, he was aggressive. He, after Rusev's ankle, he made a promise before the match even took place that he would break Rusev's ankle, and he tried. And it was brutal. We had him countering the Acolyte, and we had Rusev super kicking Swagger in the face while he's on his knees. Swagger rolls to the outside. He tries to get back in, and the moment he does, he hooks Rusev hooks the Acolyte on him. Swagger's able to counter out. Rusev gets him back in. Swagger makes it to the bottom rope. Rusev gets him back in the Acolyte. Swagger turns it into a Patriot lock, but then Rusev puts him back into the Acolyte a little later into the match, and Swagger, once again, a real American, passes out. Then you hear JBL on freaking commentary saying, "Oh my God, he let America down again." Stop it, JBL. Stop it. I'm really getting tired of it. If you're going to be a real American, you should just have some pride. I know you're a freaking heel, but God, stop it. So, Jeremy, what did you think of this match as Rusev retained his title?
Oh, man. It was just a short match all the way. My exciting part, man, I was like when Rusev put in that submission, Jack Swagger, he kind of kept coming back and going down, kept on coming back. Man, he was like, all right, first, when he first hooked in the little camel clutch finisher on Jack Swagger, Jack Swagger, he was fighting out. You know, he was almost there to the rope. And then he started fainting a little bit, but then, like, he came back, and then he was trying to get the ropes, but then he fainted, and this time it lasted a little bit longer than the first time. I was like, oh, yes. Oh, no, he's going down. The match is over. Then he kept on coming back, and I was like, yes. Went down again. No. Okay, the match is over. Jack Swagger lost it. But then he finally came back, and this time he was more serious about it. He was fighting off that Rusev submission. He was fighting him off to the point where he had Rusev off his feet, and Jack Swagger was carrying him, and he finally got him off of him and countered it into. And this time I was screaming, "Come on, Jack, twist that ink, make him." And then Jack Swagger, Rusev, he found a way to get out of it, and like always, Rusev doesn't want to give up on Russia because that would insult him as a human being. And somehow he was able to put Swagger down and enter into that camel clutch finisher again. And Rusev, he was still fighting out, but this time it overpowered him because Rusev was really pushing that head back. And Swagger, he didn't tap out, but just like all the other victims, he kind of fainted, got knocked out during the submission, and they had no choice but to call the match off because what can they do about a knockout opponent, you know? And Rusev retained the title, and yes, I too heard JBL's voice. Why do you have to let America down like that, Swagger? I was like, come on, JBL, seriously? Come on, dude, get out of that.
Enough.
And quit the match.
Oh, yes. Now, let me get my thoughts on this because in a perfect world, who's our boy in TNA that starts with a G? Who's our boy?
All right, starts with G.
He's Mr. Intensity.
Gunner.
A former U.S. Marine.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in a perfect world, he would be in WWE right now, and he would be the man to stop Rusev. A real U.S. Marine, showing Rusev and Putin what America's all about. But sadly, this is not a perfect world, and Gunner's still in TNA.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, I'm gonna keep dreaming. I'm gonna load up. Yep. When I get my 2K15, I'm gonna create Gunner, and he's stopping Rusev.
Mm-hmm. Those guys are the TNA superstars. They're always on the downloaded content list on like TNA superstars such as Kurt Angle, AJ Styles, Gunner. They're always on the downloadable list. But still, you know, once you download them, they won't have their entrance available. You have to create their entrance on your own. So yeah, I too think it's just a better idea for me to create them instead of, you know, not worrying about all those other things. We're probably better creators anyways.
Right. Which WWE would bring Gunner back. Gunner is the only man I can see stopping Rusev. Because he's a real American.
Right.
David. A proud American.
Oh, AJ, you forgot about one person. The Olympic gold medalist.
Kurt Angle. But here lies the problem with that. Jeremy. You keep forgetting. Kurt's knees are not as good as they used to be.
Well, I thought that was a temporary thing. I thought he was all healed up by now.
Oh, you need to go back and look at his career in TNA, my friend. But anyway, I'm blabbling right now with my fantasy booking. Let's go to the main event. We have Dean Ambrose squaring off against Bray Wyatt in a TLC match. Now, wait, before we even start. I hate that they called this a TLC match because it was not a TLC match. There was nothing on the line. There was nothing hanging above the ring for them to reach for. Now, since when does TLC matches are like this? It was won by pinfall or submission. Now, the last time I checked, TLC matches are just like ladder matches. Correct?
Correct.
This was more of an Extreme Rules match, but they just put TLC on it because it was a pay-per-view called TLC.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just had to get that out the way. We start with Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt coming down with his fireflies. The light, and oh my God, the cell phones that lit up in the arena. His movement is growing. Even despite him not being on TV for a while, he still has these loyal fans, and I'm a fan of Bray Wyatt halfway, but then I'm not a fan of him. It's just I'm in the middle. I'm 50-50. But anyway, Dean Ambrose comes out sporting his own merchandise, his own T-shirt. Anyway, he comes out. Bray Wyatt tries to run up on the entrance and stop him. They brawl a little bit. It spills out to the arena. They go to where the kickoff panel is. Renee Young, Booker T, and Alex Riley. They go up to that little area of the stage. Now, with Bray and Dean brawling, Bray tries to get a little retrieve from Ambrose. Ambrose runs off top of the kickoff announce table and lands on Dean Ambrose. Lands on Bray Wyatt. My bad, people, my bad. They get back into the arena. They start brawling. And Ambrose at this point is cute. I'm not going to swear. Ambrose is beating the holy crap out of Wyatt at this point for like the first 6 minutes of the match. Ambrose is just beating Wyatt. And there was a point where Ambrose got a kendo stick. He puts some chairs in the ring where Bray Wyatt is. Then he grabs the kendo stick. Now he sees Bray Wyatt reaching for a chair. He kicks the chair out the way, then pushes another chair in front of Bray, and he has this kendo stick in his hand. He's daring Bray to reach for the chair. He's daring for it. And Bray's like, okay, I'm going to get the chair. And the moment Bray's trying to reach for it, Dean just starts whacking the hell out of him with his kendo stick. And you could just hear the shots. They just sounded vicious. Now, yeah. Then Ambrose would prop up a ladder. This would give Wyatt enough time to rebound and focus and punch Ambrose, knocking the kendo stick out of his hand. Wyatt then picks up the kendo stick and he begins to massacre Dean Ambrose with this kendo stick. I think at one point, like, the kendo stick split because Bray was broke it over his back. I was like, oh god, this is brutal. This right here is brutal. And there was one point where Bray Wyatt stuck the kendo stick on top of the top turnbuckle, like the point of the kendo stick, and he drive Dean Ambrose's forehead into where the kendo stick was perched. And Michael Cole is saying on commentary, I think he was trying to poke out his eye. Yeah, he was going for the eye, but it managed to hit his forehead. So either way, he props Ambrose onto the ladder that was set up on one of the other corners. And he starts talking trash like, you brought this on yourself, Ambrose. He runs from one side of the ring, then starts charging at Ambrose, who's propped on the ladder. At the last minute, Ambrose gets out of the way. And it starts spinning around into a brawl again. Now, at some point or another, Ambrose makes his way. Ambrose drags Bray Wyatt back to the entrance ramp, and he sets up this table. I don't know what he's about to do at this point, but I'll elaborate later. He starts beating Wyatt, who's on the table, and he sets up this big. It had to be like at least a 12-foot ladder, and Dean Ambrose does his best Shawn Michaels impersonation. He does a diving elbow on top of this table, throwing his body around with no disregard. No, with a lot of disregard. Anyway, this isn't enough for Dean Ambrose now, not the lunatic fringe. He sets up another table, starts whacking the crap out of Bray Wyatt, and goes again for another diving elbow. Like, oh my god. And after that, they make their way back to the ringside. I believe this is the part where Dean Ambrose rolls Bray Wyatt back into the ring, and Dean is taking his slow time. He comes in, and Bray, like a playing possum, he hits Sister Abigail on Dean Ambrose. He gets a 1, he gets a 2, but he doesn't get a 3. Dean Ambrose is able to kick out. A few seconds later, Ambrose is able to plant Wyatt with dirty deeds. Now, I like what Ambrose did right there. He protected the finisher a little bit more because he took a slower time to get the cover on Wyatt. And he gets the 1, he gets the 2, but he doesn't get 3. They both kick out each other's finishers at this point. Now, at this point, Bray and Ambrose are back outside. There's a point where Wyatt puts a steel chair against Ambrose's throat, and he is about to smash this against the steel steps. Ambrose blocks it at the last minute, puts the steel chair against Wyatt's throat, and he smashes it into the ring steps. And the next thing we know, we see Dean Ambrose is asking the Spanish announce team permission to destroy their table. Like, please, could you guys just get up for a little bit? I'm about to destroy your table. Thank you. He starts clearing it off, sets up a ladder, then props Props Bray Wyatt on top of the table, and he delivers the third elbow, this time through the Spanish announce table. Now, this time, they're both hurt. The story, they're slow to get back in the ring. Ambrose is having trouble getting Wyatt back inside the ring. Wyatt is just dead weight at this point. Ambrose crawls into the ring, but a thought pops in his head where he just looks around. He has that smile. He looks like a dog that's about to salvage itself. Like I said, dinner time to my little dog. That was the look that Ambrose gave. He goes back under the ring, and he finds a pretty nice LCD TV flat screen.
Mm-hmm.
He grabs this flat screen TV, and the most worst finish almost happens. He grabs this flat screen TV, gets back in the ring. He's about to whack Bray Wyatt with this TV, but the cord is like pulling him back. Dean Ambrose steps back, trying to get a better running start to get the TV out the cord. He didn't think of just unplugging it. So he runs with the TV still plugged in. The TV explodes in his face, and he's blinded right now. This gives, and we see Bray Wyatt laughing at his misfortune. He's waiting for Ambrose to turn around, and he hits Ambrose with the second Sister Abigail, and he gets the 1, he gets the 2, he gets the 3. Bray Wyatt beats Dean Ambrose in TLC. Extreme Rules. It's not a TLC match. There was nothing over the ring. There was nothing to climb up and get. It was a Extreme Rules match. They just call it TLC. But anyway, I'm sorry for being technical. Jeremy, what did you think of this match?
Oh man, this match, I knew it was going to be the best match at TLC from the start. These two, they are warriors, and Dean Ambrose, he's been doing really, really good in these Extreme Rules matches. So to begin with, these two started a match off by just grabbing each other and throwing those punches at each other, and then they go outside the ring, and then Dean Ambrose, he does his little specialty thing. This is the thing I love about Dean Ambrose in these no disqualification matches. He takes out multiple chairs. He takes about 6 or 7 chairs from under the ring, throws them in the ring one by one, and sometimes 2 by 2. And yeah, that's how the match started off. You know, we haven't even hit the first minute of the match before he did that. And then we get back into the ring. Dean Ambrose picks up those chairs, starts hitting Bray Wyatt with those steel chairs. And then Bray Wyatt, he comes back with the chairs. He starts hitting them on Dean Ambrose. And these two, they don't want to play with each other. They just downright straight business with each other on this one. And then what happens is that they get a little bit more physical with the weapons. Dean Ambrose goes under the ring, finds that kendo stick, and then he starts whacking the heck out of Bray Wyatt with the kendo stick to the part where the kendo stick breaks in half. And then, you know, everyone just, you know, on their feet with this and all, because this match is far from over, and Bray Wyatt, as tough as he is, he's not going to give up for a long time. So Dean Ambrose knows in his mind that he has to take him to the limit. And so with that, he took him to the stage with the table, and the ladders are already set up down there. And then he puts Bray Wyatt on top of the table, and then he has this average-sized ladder. He climbs up the ladder, and then dives on Bray Wyatt with the diving Shawn Michaels elbow drop, or Shane McMahon, however you want to put that. Then, bang, hits him, puts him through the table. But surprisingly, I've never seen this back-to-back in my life, but Dean Ambrose, he redoes it again in an instant replay, but this time he wants to get a little taller, so he grows himself taller by getting a I guess about 25-foot ladder up there, and then he climbs on top of it, and then not all the way up to the top, but, you know, high up there, and then he
well, Bray Wyatt's already back on the table. He already put Bray Wyatt on another table, and then he climbs up there all the way to the top. Not all the way up there, but most likely, and then dives off there with the instant replay elbow drop, bang through the table. And these two, they're just down and out and all. And Bray Wyatt, he's not moving at all. And Dean Ambrose, he's like slightly just crawling and all because both of these guys are hurt and they just took a lot of pain. But Dean Ambrose knows what he's doing. He knows that he's hurting Bray Wyatt enough to put him down for the 1, 2, 3 when it comes to that part of the match. But then he still get back inside the ring, and Bray Wyatt from out of nowhere, he comes back on Dean Ambrose and hits him with that super Sister Abigail. Then he pins him 1, 2, but no. Dean Ambrose, the lunatic fridge, he kicks out of that. Then Dean Ambrose, he doesn't waste any time. He excitedly gets Bray Wyatt and put him in the dirty deeds. And Bray Wyatt, him being the tough guy, he jumps out of that. And that's what Bray Wyatt, in his mind, once again, knew that he had to take Bray Wyatt to the limit. So he takes him outside the ring, once again, get that huge 25 feet ladder, put Bray Wyatt on the announce table, Spanish announce table at that, and he climbs all the way up to the top of the ladder. Not all the way, but most likely. Then, once again, the second instant replay dives off the ladder and goes through Bray Wyatt with another diving elbow drop through the announce table. Once again, both of these guys are hurt and they're slightly moving. But then Dean Ambrose, he's able to get Bray Wyatt into the ring. And the most unorthodox thing I've ever seen in the Extreme Rules match, Dean Ambrose, he just goes out of the ring and he gets this TV, I guess. Yeah, it was a TV monitor. And what I'm thinking is that he's looking to see if, I thought that was very unorthodox until he gets into the ring.
Who's checking this?
Yeah. Into the ring, and I noticed that Wyatt try to get back because he knows Bray Wyatt's getting up. So once Bray Wyatt faces Dean Ambrose figures that I guess he thinks that the cord is long enough, like a vacuum cleaner cord or something, and then he runs up to Bray Wyatt, not knowing that something could happen, and something did happen. A light came out of nowhere. I thought Bray Wyatt set this up. I don't know why, but the light came up, flashed Dean Ambrose in his face, and Bray Wyatt. There it goes. Bray Wyatt with his little freakish laugh, laughing at Dean Ambrose while he's practically blinded, and then he hits another Sister Abigail on Dean Ambrose, and then slowly and excitedly, he pins him in the play mode. 1, 2, 3. Not even giving any concerns about if he was going to be okay by that blind move, because that could pretty much damage him for life. But Bray Wyatt, he was just happy that he was standing tall as the winner of the TLC. Oh, I'm sorry. Extreme Rules match.
There you go.
There you go. And Bray Wyatt, he's now hoping Dean Ambrose is going to be coming back until he finds a way to get satisfied himself. So, yeah, that's what I think about that match. That was the best match of the night. 3 tables broken, and, yeah, really good match.
Yeah, really good match, really good pay-per-view. Oh, we had 3 good matches out of I don't know how many. I counted the Ziggler versus Harper, Cena versus Rollins, and Ambrose versus Wyatt. Everything else was just so-so.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and with that...
So what do we have for the ratings?
What?
What do we give,
I'll give it
the rating?
For Harper and Ziggler, I give it a strong 8.4.
Mm-hmm.
I give Cena versus Rollins a 8.3.
Mm-hmm.
I give Ambrose versus Wyatt 9.4.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
I give Cena and Rollins a good 8.8. I give Ryback and Kane 8, and I give Ambrose and Bray Wyatt a good 9.8.
Okay, I feel you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's good enough for me, bro. Yep. And with that,
I give the whole pay-per-view. Yeah, we got to do the whole pay-per-view. So what do you give the whole pay-per-view for rating?
I give it a 4.5.
Mm-hmm. And personally, me, I'll give that a 7.
Oh wait, did I say 4.5? I meant a 7.8. I wasn't even paying attention to what I was saying. My bad, people. My bad. And
Yeah.
yep,
Yep.
and with that, I am A-Jade Vinici Emery with my main man, Jeremy Thomas, saying what you want to say to the people before we leave out, Jeremy?
Oh, I just want to say, Oscar Mabaleka, my brothers and sisters, and good night.
You heard it here, folks. This is E-Click, and good night, and we'll see you next time. Peace!